Okay, we're back. Um, Now we're going to take a look at Xslt. I alluded to it in the last video. This is similar to adding like a CSS sheet to an HTML file. So yeah, it doesn't really look exciting in a web browser, this XML file, right? There's no like organization or color other than just two colors. And so yeah, so that's where we're going to introduce Xslt, and it stands for Extensible Style Sheet Language Transformations. So XML by itself looks very bare. When we add Xslt, it's more aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So yeah, so Xslt is to XML as CSS is to HTML. And it just gives instructions to the browser to show how to display the information in a way that it looks nice. So here's XML over here, an XML file with some data, some content, and then we add Xslt. We can put it into like a table and add some color, change the fonts, and it just presents the data in a nicer way, you know, and an easier way to see, you know. So it doesn't look like CSS at all. CSS has its own crazy syntax, as we've learned. But it does look a little bit like XML. So here we're saying put a border here, background color here. So these style sheets, we can break this down for you. Again, we have XML version, and then we have this XSL style sheet version #1, and this all has to be in your style sheet. It just defines the namespace, and then here this defines that the template match equals / associated with the root of the source document. Don't worry too much about namespaces right now. That's not really, you don't really have to grasp that concept for this. So here we have this catalog CD. For each CD element that appears under the root element, we're going to create a table row. See, we got the TR tag here, TR, TD. Here we have title, and then we have artist. And these are the table data fields. TD, that's what that stands for, table data. And then we have it inside of the table row. So this is all the code that's styling the table. And this is how the table will look in the browser. So we have the table labels on top, and then we have the rest of the data. And we added some color here and changed the color of this font. So this is the file. This is books Xslt from your lab that you'll be doing this week. And you'll be working with this. So this will look like this, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So you'll be working with this file, and I'm going to do a little demonstration for you as well in a separate little video that it's going to be up online. So what else can you do with Xslt? You can sort. You can sort to see how to display the books by the author or songs, by artist. You can do the XSL if, which displays data if a condition is true. And then also choose, when, otherwise, and these are just like different conditions. Think of what we did with Python in the if elif else statements. So that's kind of what's going on here. But don't get too caught up with this syntax right here. There are some downsides to Xslt. It can be tricky to write, and you may need to know some XML or some HTML or some CSS, and may have to have a little programming experience, and you do, which is great. And so I think I think you'll get this through this lab pretty quickly and easily. So yeah, so on to my last video lecture for this week, and we'll be creating some XML and some Xslt. So I will see you in the next video.